If you realize it's already dark in Singapore at 7 p.m, while a few months ago it will still be bright at 7 p.m. Conversely, the sun will have risen at 7 a.m. compared to a few months ago, whereby it will still be dark at 7 a.m. So, what happened? Watch on so you will suddenly appreciate the Singapore climate despite the heat. So, many of us are used to sunrise and sunset at about 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. So much so that you will see street lights turning on at 7 p.m. or turning off at 7 a.m. However, if you have noticed, in around October and November, and also around May in Singapore, the sunrise and sunset will be much earlier, at like 6:50 a.m. or 6:50 p.m. Why? Well, firstly, you need to know something about the Earth. You see, firstly, you need to know this. The Earth is not straight. What I'm saying is that the Earth is actually tilted at an angle, and it's not a small angle. It's tilted at 23.4 degrees. We as Singaporeans might not know about this, but people living in other countries are well aware of this, because it's this tilt that caused the 4 seasons. As Singapore is located right in the middle of Earth, we don't have any season since the tilt will not affect us. However, the tilt will affect countries further from the middle of the Earth, leading to different seasons. And here's the thing, because of this tilt, other than causing the seasons, the sunrise and sunset will be very different too. During winter, their nights might be longer as the sun rises later and set earlier. Conversely, during summer, their nights will be shorter as the sun rises earlier and set later. But how does it affect the sunrise and sunset in Singapore? If you are looking to advertise your business in this channel, we can help you. There are guaranteed views and many big brands have trusted us. Just click on the link in the description. As mentioned, we have no seasons as the tilt of the Earth does not affect us much. But here's the thing, we can still feel the effect of the angle, albeit not that much, which is why this changes the timing of our sunrise and sunset over time. But it doesn't change by, say, hours. For example, in Tokyo, the sun can rise at 4:30 a.m. in July, which is summer, and rise at 6:45 a.m. in December, which is winter. In Singapore, the effect we feel is much more minor, so the difference is usually about 30 minutes or so. Usually, October and November are the months whereby we have the earliest sunrise and sunsets at around 6:46 a.m. and 6:53 p.m. respectively. In February is when we have a later sunrise and sunset at around 7:15 a.m. and 7:22 p.m. respectively. But on average, it's usually about 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. lah. One of the other reasons why we are seeing that sunrise and sunset seems to be at a different timing is that recently there have been rains during this period, which also create the illusion that the sun has set earlier, when it's just the rain followed by the sunset. Nevertheless, this also means that our daylight hours are also very stable, at around 12 hours a day. Compared to other countries, they have different hours of daylight depending on the season. Yeah, I know, all of a sudden, you might think that the hot weather is worth this stability lah. Now, do you know that other than this, the lunar calendar is also not actually following the lunar, which is the moon, to the T? Watch this and you will understand. Also, follow me on Instagram if you have not done so, as we publish exclusive short videos there, link in description. And if you want to advertise with us, even as a standalone video, do contact us. Thank you for spending almost 3 minutes with me. I really appreciate it and hope you learned something.